Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. I've been through this for years. First, ask for amenities, campgrounds with amenities, and then ask for dispersed camping. And I'll tell you why. It's a little secret. All right, what is up, Chili Pup? What do we have here? So the ranger drove by. He didn't stop. Always have to flag them down. They're never going to stop unless you're causing problems. So I jumped out, I flagged him down. Whoa. And I wrangled this amazing map from him, but now the wind's starting up. So let me zoom out here so you can see what's going on. This is amazing. Dispersed camping table. And then it gives you all of these little codes like GH76. So let's go over here to the table and see what that is. There's GH77. We'll go with that. GH77 is roads open to all vehicles with seasonal designations. I want to find one that's open to highway legal vehicles. How about this one? This one right here. Whoa. Hold on. Let me pause the video. Let me wait for the wind to die down. Okay. It looks like the wind is just going to do what it's going to do. But anyway, I do not want to go to a ATV area that's called OHV, off-highway vehicle area. I do not want that because I want like the tranquil areas that don't allow the ATVs. And it seems like if you're into ATVs, that's great. You do your thing. And it looks like you have a lot of opportunities for that in Colorado. But I'm looking for an opportunity for those who want, you know, just the quiet nature scene. So let's see what we can come up with. Okay, so here's a table of explanations. Dispersed camping is going to be the dots. And Forest Service campground is going to be the little tent symbol there. Brown and white with a tent symbol. All right, so let's find the dispersed camping first. Okay, so you see the little dots here? That's dispersed camping. And there is Breckenridge right there. So we found G77 before. That's right up here. So there's dispersed camping. I think I'm going to try that out. That's not too far from where I am. And gosh, this is a difficult video to make because the wind is just not cooperating. Okay, so I'm going to do a week down here near Dillon Reservoir at a paid campground. And then when I leave there, I got to find out what I want to do. Look, I see dots. I see dots, and dots means dispersed camping. Not too far from the Dillon Reservoir, but now I've got to find out, do you have to have a 4x4 to get there? Because what I've found in Colorado is most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, you have to have a 4x4 like a Jeep, a four-wheel drive pickup truck, something with ground clearance and four-wheel drive just to access the free stuff. If you don't have that, then you're going to have to be stuck with the paid campgrounds, and hardly any of them have showers, so it's really not worth paying for a paid campground unless you can get a shower. If they have showers, then I'm all for it. Then I'll do 4 or 5 days there and, you know, take advantage of the showers and all that stuff. So let's see what we can find. Okay, so the wind got too much to handle. So I've got a new plan. Look, here's the Ranger District up in Silverthorne. I'll be near there next week. So I know where Blue River Parkway is. I'll just go in there. And that way I can take pictures of the map, keep it on my phone. That's the way I like to do it. But this ranger was really nice. You know, I told him that there was a lot of trash around, and I saw my neighbors picking up trash, and I picked up trash. And he had kind of a laissez-faire attitude about it, which is concerning. He said, oh yeah, there was a big party here, and we kind of expect that. I'm like, no, litter should not be an expectation. So that was weird that he had that kind of lackadaisical attitude about people trashing up the place. But at least I got this map off of him. So we'll find out about some decent dispersed camping after I do the paid campground that's on the Dillon Reservoir. And I think this will be some good information. But I just like going in the ranger district and just looking at the maps for myself. They never have a problem with you pulling your phone out, taking pictures of the maps. They don't care. And in my experience, the people who work the desk at the ranger station, they're the ones you want to talk to because they have the knowledge. The guys that ride around in the fancy trucks out here in the woods, they don't really seem to have much knowledge, but they will give you the resources you need to get to the knowledge. So that's good. So let me give you a big tip on rangers, how to deal with them. Always approach the rangers anytime you see them and ask them for information on two things. First of all, tell them you want information on campsites with amenities, and then tell them that you want information on dispersed camping. If you do it in that arrangement, listen to me, I know what I'm talking about. I've been through this for years. First, ask for amenities, campgrounds with amenities, and then ask for dispersed camping. And I'll tell you why. It's a little secret. The rangers, if you first ask for dispersed camping, they're going to categorize you as a van life bum. I know it sounds terrible, but believe me, I know what I'm talking about. Always ask first. Tell them, look, I want campgrounds with running water and showers and stuff like that. And then get to the dispersed camping part. I know it's wrong. It's the rangers, sometimes they can be a little bit judgmental and even to the point of discriminatory. But you will save yourself a hassle if you just do what I'm telling you. I know from experience. Don't let them group you into the bad category of van life. Don't let them do that. And the way you can get around it is ask for campgrounds that have showers and nice things first, and then ask about the free dispersed camping. Just trust me on this. I know what I'm talking about. It's a difficult subject to even get into, but unfortunately, it's the way it is. So we'll wrap it up with that. Thanks for watching. Take care, be well, and smash the bell.